On demon.
What's going on?
Stay back! It's already going to the Nick.
Hey,
That was American.
come on, boss. No,
That's American.
Get there. Hey, cat!
Yeah, like I could pick the voice. That was definitely the white American voice. I don't know if I heard him, if he was the one saying, "Hey Nick, get down." Alright, let's... Who's Nick? Who else is here? That's the fourth mate again with this guy. Oh, the dude that died was definitely the Southern American, but that still doesn't help us with, like which one's which. But that was definitely the one that was like, "Hey, boss." It's one of the two. Yeah, the X is the dead, and we know that from the fate that like that was the one with the "What's going on? Come on, boss." But someone's saying, "Stay back, it's already done for Nick." And I don't know if it's this guy that's saying it or if it's someone else saying it. But neither of the carpenter's name is Nick. Who do we have called that could be called Nick on the... Yeah, that's the thing. There's no one else around, right? Nicholas Botanill, one of the topmen, and the okay, maybe that's a little bit thinking much, but it's Americans are more likely to call someone that's named Nicholas Nick, whereas back in those days, the person named Nicholas from England, his friends would call him Nicholas, or calling Nickerson Nick. Did he? No, he didn't throw one at him. Oh, he did. He threw the axe at it. Dusk, if you're... Is that something... Edward Nichols could have also been a Nick, but he's gone already. Hang on. Nick. No, he's one of the Peters brothers, though, right? Nathan Peters. Samuel Peters. Okay, Antoas, I'm going to tell you for the last time. Do not type anything about people who have died or who haven't died. Even if you say it's logic, I haven't worked it out yet. So it is a spoiler. A spoiler is when you give the streamer an answer for something they haven't worked out. Whether it's because you worked it out or because you looked it up or whatever. I know, like, that's the thing. Like, that's the same guy. They've gone running downstairs. Whoa. It's a different guy. Well, we can help you with that. There's methods on Twitch where we can prevent that. You know. Another option is go like grab like a screwdriver or a small knife or something and flick the enter key off your keyboard. I think this is helping us much here. I think also knowing that this game, the way it's playing feels like it can be solved. But there's nothing worse than when, like it's tough in adventure games sometimes where you're trying to solve, like, the puzzle and you just can't get it. And so you get some help, because you've asked for it. And then when you find out the answer, you're like, oh man, I should have been able to get that. But sometimes you do it because it's, you know, also from a streaming point of view, you want things to progress. But I still feel like we're progressing. Okay, so I couldn't work out which one. Maybe I can. So, our carpenter guy is present in this one. Let's pull up. Oh yeah. Is that the one I just did that? But there's only one of them now. So I don't know if it's going to be very helpful finding the finding the carpenter in this scene. I think we need to find him in an earlier one. He's not dead yet. He was hiding with the other guy before the other guy got killed. Where were they? I feel that they were... Where were they in the previous one? They were hiding behind something. Were they downstairs? No, he's up here. He was hiding up here. Yeah, so he died in the previous one. And he was hiding there. Oh, and he's also been spiked there. But he doesn't die yet. Right, okay. So maybe he says something before he dies that might help us a little bit. Or someone says something to him. In which case then we could probably just... I don't think we're going to get a clue from that one. I've got you, don't move, I'll get you down, give me that gun, that's not going to help. Why does it keep going backwards to that one? Is that all? The corpse was moved post-mortem. I think we should have a look at it though. No, give me the... Why are you bringing... Is that because I'm standing near that one? It's in the bosun's store. Downstairs, okay. Is that the other end of the ship? Yep, alright. Yeah. Give me a flesh wound. I'll follow the draw. He got a shot in. Yeah, that's not going to be, unfortunately, not going to be any help for us with the... Who did what? Who else was here? Where are they? Oh, it's that guy. Is he hiding? They've crawled to hide behind the stairs. Ah, dude. Alright. So we're gonna have to find... Well, we can look at... Let's get rid of this guy. And on the map, we'll look at the other carpenter. And find ones that they're not together in. Maybe that'll help. He's only in 4 memories. Oh, that's the thing, so that doesn't count. Everyone's in that one. So he's going to be in this one with that guy. So that doesn't help. Right, okay. Oh, it's going to the one that I bookmarked. That's the one where he dies. That guy's there in that one. So there's only a couple where he's not with the other guy. So the only thing we've got really to distinguish them is their outfit. I'm more inclined to say that he's the carpenter. There you go. Oh, we got her. Okay, the clawed one. That's cool. All right. I missed a clue. Oh, well, now that I've picked the Carpenter one, that would be a good time to point it out. Let me hang on before we do that. Let me put this guy as the Carpenter's mate. The only thing, one thing I was trying to find was if there was initials somewhere, and I could have possibly looked in the Carpenter's area out, like in this mode, not in the like not in one of the memories. Where am I? Well, not going to spend time looking for a carpenter's clue when we solved it. If you think it might be relevant to something else in the story, then I'd prefer not to. But if it's completely irrelevant, I'm not going to go looking for it since we've already solved it. The mate said boss. Oh, hang on. Is that in the one where the mate dies? When in this one, I didn't click with boss as being like the actual boss, as like employer. I was taking it as that that sort of southern cowboy, the way you might call one of your peers champ or buddy, or like how we would say or dude. But I guess that sort of gets put as that sort of that friendly, but for someone that is superior though, doesn't it? And because they're both, not elderly, but definitely more mature age than, you know, like the stewards and whatnot. They probably have that more friendly banter between them, and so him calling him boss would both indicate, yeah, you're in charge, but it's that, come on, boss. Yeah, all right. Subtle. I like it. But yeah, my first, like, hearing it, I just sort of brushed. I didn't even think of it as Clue. It was purely like, yeah, that friendly banter of, you know, let's get in there. All right, let's what else we got in here? So we're still looking for the bosun's mate, who was told was torn apart. In a conversation, the bosun asks for him, and he's told that he's torn apart. And there were a lot of corpses. I think some of these, the ones that disappeared, might actually, we see them like in some of the memories. We get to see other memories. Because we were, in the previous one, just before, we were looking at a memory up top, and there were other corpses we could go to. And it feels like they're not these corpses, but they were just corpses that were just in that memory. I think one of them was one of the Totmans. It was this guy. Which is this guy? Nope. I mean, I want to say that one. But it feels like it's... I'm going to go with this one. Feels like it's slightly out of place. Was it this one? No, there's a different one that had... Or did we go downstairs and that's... No, we can't get downstairs. It's all locked up. So it must have been a different one that had bodies in the... It's that one. Here's a Topman as well. We don't hear him. So he's dying in this one. This is his fate. We don't hear his voice. Out. Oh, this is the guy that gets electrocuted. We have... It's the Russian. Yeah, they're already coming up.